Hi, my name is Spencer Crozier Campagnolo. My area is the Shuswap River system, the freshwater ecosystem. I wanted to know how farmers practice sustainability and how as a community we can too. So I came up with this short documentary showcasing a few local farmers and their practices of sustainability. I hope you enjoy. Thank you. On your farm, what are the key sustainable practices?
We're an organic farm. We don't import GMO products. We don't import fertilizers. We try to raise our crops and our animals so that they mesh together, that they work together. We use our fertilizers from our animals on the fields. We try not to be dependent on outside organizations or companies to provide what we need on this farm to make it viable.
Well, we have on our farm, we have an organic farm, and we believe in doing everything as natural as we can, and recycling, taking the bedding from animals, taking any of the manure, and reincorporating it into the soil. So we have nothing really goes to waste, including bones of chickens that we eat and what have you. They all get composted and brings calcium back to the soil.
What would a perfect sustainable farm look like?
The perfect sustainable farm, I would say, would be where you have absolutely zero inputs from external inputs from having to buy.
Yeah.
But failing that, as close to that as you can get, minimal inputs, I would say.
My view of a perfect sustainable farm is one that is not of a monoculture nature. It doesn't import products to use on that farm from 3 or 4 provinces away, like fertilizers or seeds that die every year, that you can't take your own seeds and replant. It would be more of the model of nature, where everything works together. You have various crops on the same farm. You rotate crops. You have buffer zones for the wildlife to come in and take care of the pests that occur on a farm. You don't use pesticides, herbicides. All of these things that are geared towards more of a monoculture situation. Monoculture is very heavy dependent on outside energy sources and organizations. A perfect farm would be more self-sustaining, utilizing the things you use on the farm, you create on the farm to sustain that farm.
How can people make a difference in improving sustainability in their area?
You could look at it as education, but it has to go further than that. You have to get the young people engaged. Right now, so many things are dependent on the older generation who are maybe set in their ways to get new ideas and new concepts about sustainability and viable farming practices. You need to engage the younger generation, the ones that are coming up, and modify their methods of operation so that it includes an inclusive method of permaculture in farming practices today. You have to get away from the concept of making money at every turn and look for a more viable procedure of longevity for the generations to come.
Well, whether you're a city folk or whether you're a country folk, I think people should become more informed. They should, get off of their duffs and actually inquire about things and get involved. And the whole recycling, it has to grow because we're still filling landfills at alarming rates, and we waste so much in our society. It needs to change. It isn't sustainable the way we're going.